Shopify helps businesses break sales records over the holidays with the world's best converting checkout. Let's hear that one more time. The world's best converting checkout. Shopify's legendary checkout makes it easier for customers to shop on your website, across social media, and everywhere in between. Now that's music to your ears. Any way you spin it, you can be a smash hit with Shopify. Start your $1 a month trial today at shopify.com/records.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hey, this is Tyler with Black Diamond Softball and Fitness, and you're watching Foul Pole to Foul Pole Daily. Hey, what's going on? Welcome into Foul Pole to Foul Pole Daily. Today is November 1st, 2023, and we've got another big three topics I want to get into today. And it really just revolves around the word loyalty. At the end of the day, you got to be loyal to yourself. Got to be loyal to your kid. Got to be loyal to your family first, right? So there's a lot of different posts going around right now about kids jumping ship, families jumping ship, moving teams, this and that. At the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you. The ones that get mad at you, as long as you're doing it the right way, it won't last. It might hurt their feelings or break their heart because they're losing a player. But at the end of the day, you do what's right for you, okay? But we're going to get into looking the part. And that goes for coaches, it goes for parents, and it goes for players. And you'll see today as this episode unfolds where the word loyalty can kind of fit in with all these different topics that we're going to get into today. So when I talk about looking the part, first and foremost, you don't want to go out there and look like a sack of nickels. You don't want to go out there and look like, you just rolled out of bed. Different colored socks on, shoes untied. I can't stand to see jerseys untucked. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. So look like you want to be there as a player. You know what I mean? Look like it matters to you what you look like to other people when it comes to representing a team or an organization. You're representing your last name. You're representing your team, your family. You're representing a whole lot. So make sure that you're giving off some positivity, if you will. You want to have that positive look about you. You don't want to have somebody look at you and go, "Oh man, she's probably not feeling it today. She looks disheveled." Now, if you've got something going on and there's some underlying issues, there's whatever is causing you to come out looking like this, then of course we need to tackle that. But try to look your best when you go out there, because it's that old adage of if you look good or if you feel good and you look good, you'll play good. So look the part. Get warmed up loose, have some fun with it. Don't be a robot. Be professional when it comes to what you're doing. Now, if you're out there and you're at a camp or at a showcase, or you might be sending out an email, could be sending a text to a coach or something like that. Looking the part also goes into your grammar, goes into your punctuations, it goes into how you speak to a coach. So looking the part isn't just what you wear and how you physically look. It could be intangibles too. The words you choose, how you interact with folks, how you are as a teammate, right? So that leads me into that team first mentality. Loyal to yourself and then loyal to that team as well. While you're there, you don't want to do anything that's going to shine a negative light on the team. I'm not talking about errors and mistakes on the field. I'm talking about having a bad attitude in the dugout. I'm talking about you're not on the field. You're a sub this game, or you're not on the starting lineup or whatever. So you're mad about it. You don't want to warm up the right way, or you're just you're sticking out like a sore thumb because you have an attitude. Well, that's not having a team first mentality. I know 99% of softball is team oriented, but then there's that 1% where it takes those individuals to come together as a team. So you need to do everything in your power to help the success of that team, so it opens more doors for you. The more successful the team is, chances are there's going to be more opportunities to play in bigger tournaments or to get to different showcase events, to get to higher level tournaments, to anything. So the better the team performs. So if the individuals perform better, the chances are the team's going to perform too. So think about it as, if I do my part, people could use it as an example, and they can do their part, our team will perform better. So have that team first mentality. What's best for the team? What's best for the team may not have me playing shortstop. It may have me in center. It could have me coming off the bench as a pinch runner, or a pinch hitter, or maybe I'll come in and close the game out versus starting the game. There's a lot of different things where, you trust that process, you trust that coach, and go with it, and take every opportunity that you can. Be ready. That's another thing too. It could just be a learning moment. Like, hey, she's used to starting. Let's see how her mentality when she comes off the bench. Let's see her mentality if she doesn't play this game. Let's see how she is in the dugout. There's a lot of different reasons why you're not out there on the ball field. I wish it was the best 9 played all the time, no matter what, and that's how the world revolved, but it doesn't. Okay. I do a lot of different things as a coach, just to do them. For instance, this weekend, we're going and playing in a 1-day, and for the most part, everybody's traveling about 3 hours away. And the reason that I'm doing it is because this is the first time our team is having to travel a long distance. We've got an early game. I want to see how the parents respond to it. I want to see A or B, how the players respond to it. Who's going to show up on time? Who's going to show up in a bad mood? Who's not going to show up at all? So it's sort of like a test, if you will, if you look at it from that angle, so I can see what we're going to do going into next year. Because we threw this team together this fall to get the ball rolling for next year. So that team first mentality, how are you going to be? That's it. How are you going to impact your team? At the end of the day, your attitude and your effort is the first 2 things that go into impacting that squad. So having a good first team mentality approach, meaning that, hey, you know what? How is this going to affect her? How is this going to affect my coach? How is this going to, impact us as a whole? If you consider that, it might change a couple of things. All right. And then at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's like, where do I want to be when my softball journey is over with? Where can I see myself? What's my ultimate end goal? Do I want to continue playing until I'm on the Olympic team? Do I want to continue playing until I'm out of high school or I'm out of college? Do I want to coach? All this stuff that you're learning, being a part of a team, is what you can take back. So look at it from a bunch of different angles. Be loyal to yourself first, and then, a part of that loyalty that you're growing is loyalty, having loyalty to the team. So, and with that, as a ball player, let's talk about study habits. And we're not talking about classroom. We're talking, how do you prepare as an athlete? How do you prepare as a softball player? Pitchers, are you getting your reps in? And not just your physical reps, but your mental reps. Are you watching footage on yourself? Are you watching film? Are you watching your technique? Do you take mirror reps? And what I mean by mirror reps, literally go stand in front of a mirror and watch yourself. Look at your form, because you have this certain angle that you always see from, you're looking from the inside out. Take a look from the outside and look at how what does my glove side do? What's the glove side of my body doing on there? Where's my glove at? Am I getting that glove up to at least my shoulder or higher? Am I swimming? Do I look the part, right? Am I exploding out? Where's my eyes go? When I take off the pitch and my eyes hit the ground and then come back up. So, as a hitter, last night I was doing lessons. I had a couple of lessons last night, and I was giving instant feedback because I can tell them what they see, or I can tell them what I see, and they can tell me what they feel. But if we take our phone and we look at it and say, hey, look, this is what it looks like when you swing. This is it. This is your preload. This is your load. This is your launch point. This is you at contact. This is you just after contact, so they can see. And sometimes, most of the time, they don't even realize that. So study your swing, study your throws, study your athletic ability. Where do you want to get better at? Look at this first step I have. When I rotated my hips, or I flop my hips, or I'm trying to chase a ball down, my first step is super slow. Okay. So study yourself, get better, compare your footage to where you want to go. So if you want to be a D1 athlete, or you want to be an Olympic athlete and you play left field, go find some video of an Olympic level left fielder, of an Olympic level slapper, of an Olympic level pitcher, and say, okay, I don't look anything like that. You don't have to look identical to what that is, but it gives you a good idea of that level of athlete. So study that, read books. That's a part of studying too. Get better mentally, get better with overcoming adversity and overcoming failure. So having good study habits is a big deal. It's a big deal. We don't study enough. But when you look at professional athletes, man, they watch film all the time. They'll watch film on the other team. You'll do that when you get to college. You're going to study these other teams that you're about to get into, like a 3-game set against. Like you're going into a weekend set, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're going to study that team earlier in the week. What do these pitchers like to do in these situations? What do these hitters like to do in these situations? Coaches are going to show you, hey, look, when they got runners on first with less than 2 outs, this is usually what they're looking to do. Everybody kind of does generally the same stuff. We all want to move that runner over, but different teams have different makeups and what they want to do. So there's differences, but they study at the collegiate level. They study at the high school level. Your top level travel programs, we're watching film. I'm telling you right now, game changers out there. We're watching what this pitcher throws. We're watching how many lefties they have, how many of them slap. What do we have to do defensively? So study. You can study too. Okay. So have good study habits. All right. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Make sure you're looking the part. You have a team first mentality and get into good study habits. Start right now. Start this weekend. Start today. That's it. Just focus on making sure I'm at least faking the funk, looking the part until I get there, and having, I'm doing my absolute best. I'm doing my part for this team. I'm going to continue doing that until I'm no longer with this team or this team is done. And I'm going to study my butt off so that I can have an advantage somewhere else. All right. That's it for today on the Foul Pole to Foul Pole Daily Show. If you like this type of stuff and you find somebody that might like it too and they haven't gotten over here yet, please share it with them. And when you do, you tell them you love them.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. FPtFP Daily. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.